Hi, I'm Rebecca Brand. Welcome to my Iron Cook Show. Check this out. Hi, I'm Rebecca Brand, the Iron Cook. I have come to Ground Central in Marysville, California, and this is where the ducks come from. I truly believe that Goldie was eaten by a duck. I need to get a duck. There are all kinds of fowl that fly over these waterways that supply California with all the water it needs to live and breathe. It's a very beautiful part of the state, for there are beautiful sunrises and sunsets, in fact, prettier than I've ever seen in my whole entire life. In the sky, there are millions and billions of these ducks, and other fowl, and other things that eat fish. I'm spending days watching them, for I'm laying in wait. I'm considering that Goldie needs to be avenged. I don't think it's just a good night out where she stayed out partying. I don't think that's it at all. I think a duck or a goose got her. I think something in feathers got my Goldie. So I've donned artillery. I don't know how to shoot, but I'm willing to learn. I feel, with good concentration, anything is possible. I've come prepared to the occasion with my camouflage outfit. I believe ducks are stupid. They don't see me here. For I'm here. I'm here waiting. I'm here with my gun. I'm looking for them. I'm going to get every single one of them, for I'm very ambitious at this feat. Goldie's a good friend, and I feel that everything around that might have had anything to do with her death needs to be avenged. I don't like it when friends are taken from me before their time. The sky is like a big ocean of fish. But isn't it fish? It has ducks and geese and other flying objects. These flying objects seem to die, and therefore I get to eat. I get to cook one of these things up with my iron. I'm going nuclear on these ducks. It is in my mind to get them all. I feel a bit overwhelmed. I am seeing thousands and thousands of ducks. They're chirping in the air. They sound really cute out there. They sound like they're at a party. They're meeting each other. They're mingling. I think a duck has a right to meet and mingle too. I don't know. Today's recipe is teriyaki goose breast. What we need for this is a goose breast. Mine's very fresh. We got a bird. This one fell from the sky. I think natural causes. I didn't really pull the trigger. In any case, I'm hungry. We now need to prepare the fowl for the iron. This is a foul job. I had nothing to do with its demise. But I am hungry and I do wish to eat it. Our trusty huntsman,
Johnny.
It's like first names only. We are talking hundreds anonymous here. Will now assist me with the task at hand. Lay him down on his back, I am told. He apparently had an accident along the way, falling from the sky. Our huntsman has told me I need to pluck the area in which I want to eat, and that'd be the breast. That'd be the goose breast today. This goose is gonna get cooked. I would like to save this down to make a blanket. This part of the blanket needs to be washed, for it is red and bloody, and it's very hard to pluck because it's all sticking together. I'm surprised how easy it is to pluck this bird. I feel soft goose down. Like when it was a baby, it's still there. It's very nice. I am told I'm making a mess by the huntsman. He does not know that the name I'm often referred to is Messy Becky. He's feeling I'm making a mess out of his butchering shed. Rest assured, he is not feeling any pain, for he is dead. He's dead as a doorknob. My huntsman tells me that is one big breast we're looking at, and it's done. Pull your knife and cut next to the bone. I'm looking for Goldie. I don't see her. This bird has fully digested my goldfish. And at this point of the recipe, you just rip that duck breast off that skin and then just give a little tug. And you have ribeye in the sky for dinner. Looks like filet mignon that looks so great. Time to plug in the iron. The chain of events was I went to some hunting shed and I scored on some free electricity. Set your iron to the linen setting. The ingredients for this dish are the breast from the goose, brown sugar, oil, soy sauce, white vinegar, that's it, and an iron. Add 1/3 cup of soy sauce, 1/3 cup of vinegar. You need 2 tablespoons of any kind of oil you got. Add to that 2 tablespoons of brown sugar and stir that around. What color does that remind you of? It reminds me of the cesspool that Goldie died in at the park. That is what ducks swim in. It is their own poop. I am told that goose breast can be very tough. We need to tenderize it. Therefore, I am slamming it with 40 little sharp blades right through its heart. If you happen to have any anger in your life, this is a very fun part of the recipe. To avenge Goldie, make sure those blades go all the way in. To avenge the death of my little goldfish friend. You might have a duck breast at your house. I advise you help me on my plight of anger. This part of the recipe, you need plastic wrap. Place your plastic wrap on the goose breast. And with the biggest darn mallet you have, beat the hell out of it. And if you happen to have found any of those eggs in any nearby nests, smash them too! 3, because if a goose or a duck killed your pet, they all need to die. I just thought this would make me feel better. Sometimes cooking is therapy. This part of the recipe is now complete. Now we need to put our goose breast into our marinade because it needs to soak up all the goodness in our beautiful sweet sauce for that beautiful sweet bird that is no longer alive. That goose has a lot to repent for in all his ilk, so he has to sit here and marinate and stew in his own liquids for at least 10 minutes. Line a baking sheet with non-stick foil, and you'll need 2 sheets. I have a trick for this part of the recipe. Hold your breath. And step away to breathe a second time. Place your goose breast on top of that foil. Now let it drain a little bit because we want searing action. And if there's too much water, it will boil and it will not sear. Goose breast comes naturally in the shape of an iron. I have found out by my trial and error methods here. So just spread it around so it looks more like that. That works for me. I'm fascinated the way that all worked out. Place your foil on top and cook it. On the linen setting, just it takes 3 minutes because we've smashed it so much, it's a very thin goose breast at this point in time. When you're cooking with an iron, you get reflection time. This reflection time is very difficult for me, for I had a very traumatic experience. First, I lost my friend Goldie. Then, I wanted to avenge a death. So I thought very dark, deep thoughts about killing birds, any kind of bird, because a duck or a goose or anything that flies happens to be related in the same old family. Some waterfowl ate my fish. That's for certain. I think. When I arrived in Marysville, California, there were a lot of ducks, but my anger was raging. I think they heard me scream and yell and discuss my deep, dark thoughts about my sadness and rage about Goldie's passing. Therefore, they left the scene. There was no ducks to be found. In fact, I didn't have any luck trying to get them because they just flew away. They're not near me. They wouldn't get near me because they knew my thoughts in my head. From this experience, I have found that ducks have ESP. Hunters have told me the same thing. They try to hunt and they say, well, if they know you're out there, they're not going to come. They're going to get away from you because they can read your mind. I believe they read my mind. I looked out over the water, there was nothing. There was not a duck to be found. I arrived and there was 10 million, and then by the time I got out there with my gun, ready to go, there was 0. Well, the good thing about that is, Hunters Anonymous came on the scene. I am very aware that anything we eat, we have to kill to eat. But I didn't have to do it. It was bad enough killing that crab. It was bad enough killing that fish. I did not have to kill this goose. I'm very happy for that. For it is not on my conscience, because I really don't believe in an eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. I'll leave the dirty work up to somebody else. And this way PETA won't be after me. This is good. I'm just making a start in my career cooking with an iron. Let's check our goose breast. Oh, it's cooking. Hunters try many tricks to get those ducks to get near them so they can shoot one and eat them. They're called decoys, but they look like a bunch of dead ducks to me. They have all kinds of decoys. In fact, they have more decoys than they've ever caught of ducks in their whole entire lives. I'm sure of that because I found mounds and mounds of decoys everywhere I went. They're in the lakes and they're on the side of the house. They're everywhere. These hunters like their decoys. They use bird calls. That's one cooked goose. Let's check it. Oh, look at that beautiful sear. We got action, Jackson. Time to flip. Foil down, iron on. With your marinating liquid, we need to heat that up. Can you hear that sizzle? That goose breast is done. Pour the rest of that juice in your little saute pan. Oh, yum, that looks delicious. And now we're gonna recycle that foil. That's our good deed of the day. It just took a little bit to make the sauce boil, and now I'm pouring it over our goose breast. Oh, yum. Look how tender it is. Oh, yum. That bites for me. Time to try it. Winner, winner, goose dinner. And nothing's going to waste. Those flies found those eggs. They're having their lunch too. So signing off, Rebecca Brands. Thanks for watching this episode of Iron Cook. That went up to Marysville, California to get a goose. I feel this meal has avenged Goldie. Happy hunting. and the iron cook. I'm trying to get over my emotional issues. I want to kill what I want to kill. I want to kill their offspring. I have returned to where I lost Goldie. I am seeing ducks nearby. I don't have Goldie anymore in the tank, for she had left me to have a good night out at Nippers, and she never came home. I see there are fish in this pond that have survived these ducks. In fact, a very large fish. And I think if Goldie found one of those big boys, she'd be really happy. I did not see those ducks eat my fish. No solid proof. It is true that she's missing. It is true that I'm very deeply distraught and I need to find her. I need some clarity about this. It is not good for
I'm sorry, she's too friendly. Maggie, come on, get out of here. Maggie,
but now we have a dog. We had Maggie. Maggie was keeping me company. Things can surprise you in life, like little doggies sneaking up on you to say hello. I do like animals in spite of what you saw when I was shooting away at those ducks and geese and flying objects. Duck, did you eat my goldfish? I need to know this. No judgment here, I just want to know the truth. I need to come to some resolve. I need closure on this issue and I need you to tell me. Have you seen her? Do you know where she could be? She's very cute and she's very small. She's a pretty girl with pretty little fluffy fins. She wags hello and goodbye. She knows how to do that, for she is friendly. Anybody, has anybody seen Goldie? I need to know. They're not talking to me. They're not telling me any information. They're just quacking and eating the free food they're getting. For they know I'm in charge of the food. There's no one to file a missing fish report. I have to play my cards right and be kind and friendly to these ducks to see what they have to say. I have learned that ducks have ESP. If they know you want something out of them, they will not talk. They'll just focus on eating their free Cheerios. I am seeking information. Goldie. A fish is seeking revenge upon the ducks. The fish knows. For all I know, Goldie was taken from him too. That might be her new boyfriend. He's a big boy. It is nice to see the animal kingdom living in one cesspool together. Even if there's a little rumpus now and then. You have a new girlfriend named Goldie. The turtle's here, the fish are here, the ducks are here. We're having a party. Maybe if they drink a lot, they'll tell me what I want to know. Mr. Turtle, have you seen my goldfish? And please tell me what I need to know. Do you know what happened to Goldie? Give me a bite if you've seen Goldie. I think he's seen Goldie. I think there is hope, for he took the Cheerio in his mouth when I asked him to give me a sign. Goldie, Goldie, Goldie. Oh my God, I got her. Goldie's back. Yay, we got Goldie. I may have been hasty and I called a judgment over those waterfowl. I may have been very emotional with my feelings of anger. And if you happen to have found eggs, smash them too! When I wanted to shoot all those damn ducks. For they're very beautiful creatures. That goose tasted good though. Ducks, please forgive me for taking out my anger on you beautiful creatures when, really, you were to blame. I found Goldie. Goldie is back with me now. Goldie, you're back. It wasn't a duck's fault at all. Oh no, what was I doing? I guess we need to consider better our actions. Goldie, you need to tell me all that you've been up to. I bet she's got some good stories. Was he cute? Was he that big daddy I saw in that pond? Now they're telling me. Now the ducks are talking. Now they're bitching at me. For I have found Goldie and they're telling me, letting me know. It was never their fault. Okay. It's a very joyous day when you find your lost fish. Goldie and I are now reunited. Now we can go make a recipe. We're just gonna make a turkey breast with sage butter with our iron. We will not be eating wild duck or wild goose today. We will not be plucking a duck. For the duck and the goldfish have become friends. The duck will not disturb my friend Goldie. And for that, I am certain. The duck and the goldfish are now friends. We have peace among all that lives on our planet. This is a friendly duck. The duck knows I mean him no harm. You're very cute, you're my friend. I take back trying to kill you and all your ilk in the sky. I have big guilt over that. I do not believe in an eye and a tooth for a tooth, yet I acted as if I did. Goldie's very happy with the duck near her. I think the duck and Goldie have made friends. You need to say goodbye to Goldie. I'm taking Goldie back home. I appreciate your kind care of my little goldfish friend. I will make you a Cheerio recipe. It is coming up soon. For this duck likes Cheerios. Oh, what's that? Oh no, the duck did try to eat you? You've had no sleep. She's had no sleep for days. What? Oh my gosh, what am I hearing? Well, I'm taking her home for the holidays. I'm gonna make you some roast turkey breast with my iron. Wag bye-bye, Goldie. Say bye-bye. You might think I have a thing against birds. If it walks like a duck and talks like a duck, and it might be a duck, I want to kill it. I do not, for I raised 125 chickens and ducks and geese and turkeys and pheasants in my incubator when I used to own a ranch. I haven't raised a turkey from a baby, but after a couple years, they got to be Thanksgiving dinner. I raised it with my children. It was a very joyous time in my life. So I do not have a bias against poultry. I love them. I think this planet might get along without ducks. So today I'm gonna make turkey breast. For this recipe, you need a turkey breast. This is a big one. Sage, butter, salt and pepper, nonstick foil, and I don't know about the cooking spray, but I feel it could pollute my indoor environment today. I think the package misdirects me on that point. The chain of events today went well, for I had free electricity since I paid the utility bills. I plugged in my iron. For this recipe, you need to decrease the temperature to cotton, not linen, for linen will sear it and cook it too fast, it'll be raw in the middle. You need cotton setting, which is kind of a medium high. Don't boil your goldfish in the process. Goldie, you okay? All right. You need to cut your turkey breast to a manageable piece, for this is too big. It will not work this big. That iron is only so big, let me demonstrate. There's no way. So cut off a part with the skin on it. For the skin is the most tasty part of a turkey breast. That's still fat though, it's way too fat. I am checking to make sure Goldie is not getting too warm in this part of the recipe, since she's by the iron in the fire. Finger test, she's cool. We need to get the turkey breast thin, so I'm using 2 pieces of saran wrap in order to achieve a sealant. Cover your turkey breast. Place your turkey breast on a cutting board. And with the biggest mallet you have, beat the hell out of it. But you really didn't kill that bird. Beat the hell out of it anyways. You need to chop the sage into very fine pieces for this recipe. I'm putting 3 tablespoons of finely chopped sage into a bowl. We need to melt the butter to a room temperature so it forms a creamy paste to put on top of our turkey breast. So place your cube of butter in between 2 things of foil, place your iron on it. I enjoy a fun little iron swivel. It's fun to play with your food when you're cooking. When it decreases by 1/2 its height, you know it's pretty much there at room temp. So now we need to pour our butter before it gets on your white pants into our sage. And get the whole thing in there. And now this part of the foil is the pre-greased part, therefore no need for that damn cooking spray. Mush that around so you make a nice paste. You need a bunch of salt in there. I'd say that's about a 1/4 teaspoon. And mix it up. This is a favorite of Thanksgiving recipes. As an optional part of this recipe, you may place a reflective piece underneath your turkey breast action. Hey, that could be just a baking sheet. Whatever you got's fine. Remove your turkey breast from your saran wrap, and then a little more salt and pepper, just because I like a lot of salt in my food. I only apply a little bit of pepper because I ain't a spice girl. And now spread your sage butter all over that turkey breast. And flip it over for the other side. And especially pay attention to the skin, because that skin is just the most delicious part of this whole recipe, because fat tastes damn good. Cover with foil, and notice where your skin side is, because that's the last part to cook, because you could burn that, and that's the best bite in the whole damn dish. So I'm flipping it. And on top of that is going my iron on the cotton setting. Crimp the edges of the foil up, because you might get some juice, and that'd be a good gravy. All my recipes are tested. Let's check the status of our turkey while we talk to Goldie about her status. Oh, see what I'm saying? That looks incredible. Apparently we're making a mess. Uh-oh, that's messy Becky coming out of me. Okay, it's like a Sybil. I've got 15 personalities. I think that needs reinforcements. We need the foil. Goldie got hot. Finger test. It's still good. To achieve some sort of butter gravy, I gotta wrap that and then form a little pouch. I think a pouch at the beginning of this recipe would have served me better. Please learn from my mistakes. Ah! It got out! Ah! My pouch work. The method did not serve me well. Do not do this at home unless you want to make a mess and you don't care. I care. It's still gonna work, trust me. Place your iron on top and look for leakages in your system. Let's check it. Oh man, that looks awesome. And it smells great too. Time to try it. This looks great. Wow, that is so juicy. And with the sauce, that's delicious. So whether you're at home when you use an iron or a fireplace, or you're on a public street, have at it. Subscribe to my channel, because I got a lot of ways to cook. Comment and let me know what you would make next. I'm Rebecca Brand, signing off. Mwah. Happy Thanksgiving. And Goldie, wag bye-bye. Say bye-bye, Goldie. Thanks for watching the show, and watch again for next time as we make all these great things with an iron.